everyone. Thank you for joining us today to learn about our newly released cryogenic meal product, the IQ Mill-2070. My name is Rojin Belgane from Frontier Labs in America, and today I am going to talk about IQ Cryo Mill-2070, our newly released cryogenic meal device for your sample preparation. Today we will learn what is IQ Mill-2070, why we made it, and what sets it apart from other cryogenic meals in the market. IQ Mill-2070 is a compact benchtop grinding mill with powerful and shear crushing capabilities. It is the ideal sample treatment device for instrumental analysis, especially in crushing, stirring, and dispersing polymer samples. It makes the sample grinding process a simple pre-treatment operation. Using a special high elastic belt, with its excellent durability, efficient crushing is achieved quickly through high-speed three-dimensional figure-8 motion. In addition to grinding at room temperature, a liquid nitrogen cooling kit for cryo milling is also available. As we all know, efficient and accurate experimental results depend on high-quality sample grinding and pulverizing. Now, there are a few critical factors in pulverizing a sample. One is cooling the sample thoroughly using liquid nitrogen and cooling the sample down to -196 degrees Celsius. And at the same time, cooling the milling tools is as essential as cooling the sample. Another critical point is to pulverize the sample as quickly as possible. So the sample has heat by cleavage of the molecule when being pulverized. And when the sample temperature rises, it isn't easy to pulverize, so the process needs to be fast. So we developed IQ Mill-2070, which lets you truly cool your sample and the milling tools and achieve rapid pulverization with a heavy tungsten carbide crushing ball. And here you can see a few examples of the pulverized typical 21 polymers using liquid nitrogen and the IQ Mill-2070. The pulverization was done so well using the IQ Cryo Mill, as you can see here. And typically for most samples, we recommend setting the rotation speed to 3000 RPM for only 20 seconds and retention time 1 cycle. When we developed IQ Mill-2070, we also thought about all the tools you might need for your sample preparation step. So with the purchase of IQ Mill, you also get a package that contains 2 crushing balls that are different in materials and sizes. The crushing balls are zirconia and tungsten carbide. We recommend using tungsten carbide for polymer samples and zirconia for your biosamples. In your package, you also have a sample container and its cover. A liquid nitrogen cooling kit is also part of your package, so it contains everything you will need, such as the cooling container, tongs, and the sample holder. They're all used for pre-cooling a sample with your liquid nitrogen. And you also get 2 sieves, 4D mesh and 6D mesh, so the samples need to be passed through a sieve due to classifying the particles, and this allows you to distribute the particle size of samples after pulverization. So in this slide, I'm showing the specification of our IQ Mill-2070. As we mentioned, in addition to room temperature grinding, you can also use this device with liquid nitrogen for cryogenic meal. IQ Mill-2070 has a double micro switch and manual lock as a safety function, and it is a compact benchtop sample prep device that only weighs about 12 kilograms. The rotation speed is 50 to 3000 RPM stepless. The retention time is 1 up to 60 seconds. And the rotation cycle is 1 up to 10, 1 cycle step. So at the end, what sets IQ Cryo Mill-2070 really apart from others in the market? Well, first is its patented milling technology. Unlike other cryogenic mills that use reciprocating motion, our IQ Mill-2070 uses a highest speed three-dimensional figure 8 motion. And this feature of IQ Mill-2070 enables efficient crushing of your samples. Second, IQ Mill-2070 has a shorter milling time compared to others. Typically, it only takes about 30 seconds to grind samples while the noise level is very low. The third competitive advantage of IQ Mill-2070 is its liquid nitrogen consumption. So unlike others that require many liters of liquid nitrogen, with IQ Mill-2070, you would only need about 500 ml of liquid nitrogen. And lastly, its compact benchtop design allows many laboratories to easily fit the sample preparation device in their labs and move it if needed. So with that, I hope this short content today gave you a good understanding of how IQ Mill-2070 function and what are its competitive advantages. Now connect with us at any time to learn more about this device's capability to your analytical needs.